Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2. It is on more advanced parking because everybody likes to see me suffer. And I'm trying to reverse into the wrong truck, guys. You knew it was happening. I was going for the wrong truck. I've done that before a few episodes. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh, really, I'm an idiot. Oh. Hi, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. What a week it has been! You're actually currently being recorded, or at least the audio's been recorded on a nice new PC, which I'm hoping I've got the sound right on, because I've had to upgrade the version of the editing software I use. Anyway, back to the game. Let's do the game first, so let's do the rundown. The game world has changed, and to avoid game save compatibility problems, we may have any unfinished deliveries have been cancelled with no penalty to you. And if your necessary truck's been reparked in a safe place, that always worries me. This is a very big update. I assume this is the prelude to the release of the Spanish side. I don't know how, is it Imbra or something like that? Imbrea? Something? Anyway, but the Spanish-Portugal release. So I'm hoping that we haven't lost too much here and we haven't been thrown too far back. But let us have a look and see where we are in the world. Where are we? Scroll out. We're right back in Bari. Damn. Shame there's no way across there, is there, yet? Because we've not got these places here. I'm not sure what countries these are, but we haven't got those ones yet. That's a bit of a shame, because we've done a sort of a route across there. We've just spent all that time moving all the way up here to sort of oh god, what a long way we've went. So we were all the way up. Where were we at? We were somewhere in here anyway, weren't we? Or were we in Austria? We were Linz, weren't we? That's because it stopped there, look. So that's where we were. Linz. So we've been kind of forced all the way back to the beginning because there's been such a major update, which is a bit of a shame actually. I was quite looking forward to making it further up. I might can I do a quick change? Can we do a quick move? I'll tell you what we do need to do first. Let's change the music. So let's put my radio station on, my usual music. Here's my free music. Let's put one of those on. There we go. Got some free music on, the usual music that we use. And the other music's fine because obviously it's the game's music rather than anything else and anything weird and non-copyrighty, if that makes sense, so that you don't get copyright strikes. Anyway, right, look, let's have a little look and see what we've got. So let's do one other thing as well. Let's choose our navigator for this week because I've already chosen one. It seems, by the way, that if I put it in a language that you guys can't understand, nobody seems to mind that so much. Whereas if it's in a language we do understand, we all hate the voice. So I'm not in the right one, am I? It's audio I want. Let's go audio. Let's scroll on down to audio and let's choose ourselves a voice. So this is our Italian lady. So we have a Portuguese lady. Let's see what this is. Ferrani.
Vamos nessa. Fizemos uma boa viagem.
Maybe this is this Portuguese Braziliano? Brazilian? Possibly? Don't know. I wonder if this confuses the filters on YouTube. You know, when you got the YouTube and you got the subtitles. I wonder if it reads it right.
Recalculando a rota.
Let's have a go with her though. That's fun. That'll be fun. Right. Can I? What can I do? Can I move garages? Can I kind of transport somewhere? I'm sure somebody's shouting at me. Do this and you can transport. If I go to Garage Manager. And I choose Ossenbruck. That takes us right up the country, because that's where we were going to be. There's the button. I want to travel there. That's what I want to do. I'm going to travel to Ossenbruck. I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to go to Ossenbruck so we can go north and see if we can find some of these double B trailers. I think they're called, aren't they? Double B. I'm not sure what the B stands for, though. I don't think there's anything that actually tells you what B stands for. But anyway, we're going to travel there. Do you want to quick travel to select it? Yes, I do. Going to lose a bit of money in a little time. But we kind of worked all our way up there, so we might as well kind of cheat, if that makes sense, and get our way back to where we're at. Anyway, how's your week been? Mine's been interesting. It's been a very interesting week. We'll get on the road in a second, but it's been an interesting week. We'll wait for this. Right. Okay. So if we bring up the menus, we can have a quick look for a job, and we'll see if we can find something nearby on the job market that we can get. So a quick freight market one. let's have a look and see what we can find from Ossenbrook. Is that a double trailer? No, it's just looks a bit doubly, if that makes sense. Ooh, let's go to Luxembourg. It's going the wrong way. We want to be going towards Denmark. So that's where we want to be heading towards. Let's have a little look. See what else we've got in here. Oh, I'll do like a bit of tractor action, but it's going the wrong way. There's one that's going that's the one that's sort of going towards Denmark and up here, because we want to get into Sweden and Norway, and I think somebody said Finland was good as well. So we want to get up that way. So that's not bad. How long's that one? It's quite a short journey, 225 miles. Let's do the 225 miles and then see if we can get a teeny little short journey that takes us into these places from is it Kyle? Something like that. Let's do that. That was quite an interesting one, but that one looked quite fun. But we're going to do this one from the Acres place. There's grapes going this way. So we'll set the GPS and we'll get going. So, yes, interesting week. I got my first vaccine for the COVID virus this week. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I don't think a lot of people are sure what to expect from this thing. Space there, they've got the handbrake on. Not a lot of people know what to expect as sort of, I mean, that's not true. There's everybody's being told about side effects, everything's going on. So, I got my injection. I went along to the NHS because I've got working there at the moment. So I'm sort of I'm quite queue jumping, but because I'm working there, I'm entitled to a vaccine. So I got my vaccine booked in. Got a phone call. Can you come along? I arrived early because I wasn't sure where it was that I was going to get it, which is fine. That's not a problem, is it? So I got my first vaccine, and I was quite pleased. I got some sort of 40 plus and 50 plus nurses, and I'll tell you now, because I worked in the NHS for a long time, that that's the best way, because they know how to give an injection. And basically, I'm not very keen on needles at the best of times. Actually, it was they were fine. It didn't hurt at all, no problem at all. Little stab in the arm, all done. So first day, I'm getting there. I'm going to tell you all about it, and it was I got the AstraZeneca one. I basically felt fine almost all day. Got to the end of the day, and I had cold chills like I've never had in my entire life. I mean, I was cold. I'll just wait for these guys to go. That's it. We're going to go that way. Yeah, I had cold chills. I had like 3 jumpers on, and then I slept okay that night. A little bit of a sore arm, but of course you have, because you've just been stabbed in the arm, haven't you? So your arm's going to be a sore. And then the next day, I had a fever for about 2 hours. I was a bit hot, sweaty, a bit of a headache. Took some aspirin, and that was it. It was all over. I tell you what, that's nothing really. That's. I know some other people will say they had worse symptoms and whatever else it is, but personally, I didn't. I had. It was over in 24 hours. I was better and feeling better in 24 hours. In fact, I felt quite good, if I'm honest. It was like that kind of thing, when you've been out and you get a little too much drink in you, and you go out and you have your drink and whatever else it is, and whatever else and you feel a bit rough the next day, and then like 24 hours later you feel great and you could take on the whole world. It's kind of the feeling I sort of had, realistically. I'm going to have to move over here. Let's get to these grapes. We need the grapes from Acres. They're right here, look. Nah, yeah. Take a right, she says. So we're following the GPS down there in the bottom right-hand corner. That's what we'll follow. So also during this week, I've obviously built another PC that I can render my graphics on and do my sound on, which is really good. I'm very pleased about that. That's a great a great thing as well. It means I should be able to do my videos a lot quicker once I've done them, because it used to take about the same length of time as it takes to record them. In fact, probably a bit longer. So it was quite a long render, if that makes sense. Quite a long time to render them. So I'd be waiting quite a while. Sometimes I miss my sort of Sunday deadline for videos. And we're here, I think she just said, in the most roundabout kind of way. But yeah. So that's the one we want. Take that job.
Desfruta da viagem.
Yeah, let's go. She said in raspy. Let's go. Says Raspy Doug. So so I built my computer. I've been working in the NHS for the last week, which has been fine. doing the things I needed to do, which is okay. Before I fully reverse here, we'll do the old usual. We've got to get the old coupling in the centre there, which is called the fifth wheel, to touch the pin on the back of on the trailer that's behind us there. And I am reversing to the right trailer this time round, so we're all good. So we got that, and I am coming in at the wrong angle. I certainly know that Mark will say to me, "You're coming in at the wrong angle," because I am. And you can also see the axle moving there. If you look down at the right-hand corner, left-hand corner, even I've forgotten my left and my right today. Left-hand corner, you'll see that the wheels are moving sort of here. You can see them. The left, you can see both wheels moving there. So I think it's giving me more flexibility, manoeuvrability, and I'm crashing into it. And because I've got the more advanced parking on it. I've been it's been one of those kind of weeks. We decided that this evening we'd have a chippy tea, so the fish and chips. But I didn't get fish and chips, actually. To be fair, I got scampi and chips, which was really nice with a homemade tartar sauce and the most gorgeous sort of chips. They were just absolutely perfect chips. They were lovely. So it's a particularly good chip shop, actually, if I'm honest. So. We got that, and of course you've got to have a small beverage with that. So I've had a single bottle of this German premium lager called something or other, Franzin. I'm looking at it, Kana or something like that. But I've got coffee anyway, because we may need to sober up after a single bottle. Not quite Larry Lightweight, but I haven't drinking as much during this lockdown and things. Definitely not. I know that it's not because I was never a big pub drinker anyway. I used to go when I was younger, but the older I've got, the less I'm not. It's one of those things, isn't it? Social when you meet your mates and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden it changes, doesn't it? As sometimes you still meet your mates, but you don't meet them like as often as you used to, because they all got married or doing whatever else it is, and I'm going the wrong way. And police car properly turning over there. So yeah, you do. You kind of life changes, doesn't it? So you just don't end up doing as much going out as you used to. I mean, you used to go out because at one point you didn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, and you used to go out and to meet people. It was fun and all that kind of stuff. And as I say, time just passes by, and all of a sudden you're just like, can't be bothered tonight. I'm just going to watch the telly instead. So, or YouTube with my channel on, which would be lovely for you. Put the missus on it; she'll love it. I'm sure she won't. Do you know something? I recognise Ossenbrook. It just because it feels like home. Because obviously I drove out of here for quite a long time before we got the new sort of bases further down in France, Bordeaux, and of course Bari, which is in Italy. We've got a coffee. This should be a fairly quick journey, but we'll do the rundown of the usual things. So we've got GPS in the. Oh God! Going out. That car hit me, by the way. The car behind me struck me, but because I didn't do it, I didn't get into trouble for it. He actually struck me, hit me at speed. I saw that. Anyway, so we'll do the rundown anyway. Bottom right-hand corner, we have the GPS. We have the speed, which is 44, 45, 46 miles per hour, 47 miles per hour. We have automatic 11. We've got the damage to our truck, which is fills in sort of orange, I think, and I guess it probably was red when it's bad. We have the amount of fuel we've got left. We've got about half, three-quarters of a tank, maybe. Then we have a little bed, which represents our sort of tiredness or our time that we can actually physically drive for. Then we have an envelope, which is sadly underused, which tells you about special missions and other things. It probably do something actually when the Spanish maps are posted soon. So it's probably got something there. And then we have a time, which is 5:16 a.m. and it's absolutely glorious. The sun is just shining off everything. I've just drifted across a lane there and nearly run into a car. And then we've got our waypoint, which is basically it's going to tell us that we are going to get in at 9:46 a.m. We've got 182 miles to go, and we have 4 hours and 22 minutes. And it's going very smoothly. Actually, it's looking lovely out there. It's beautiful. I'm going to have a quick sup of coffee. I'm going to try and control myself and not crash into anything. I've got the cruise control on, so at least I don't have to power myself along when I'm doing this. Oh, I love coffee. Coffee is brilliant. Just sharpen me up from the week. Yeah, but as I say, it's been a busy week with all the bits and pieces. Very, very busy. Ended with a nice, as it would say, a bit of chippy tea. I think we're all getting into this takeaways, though. I hope everybody else is. You know, it's the only kind of way to support that local hospitality. I mean, I know that it's, you know, what you hope is that your favourite restaurant went into takeaway and that you've actually had a chance to order from them, because you know that's the thing, isn't it? If you don't, then they've kind of disappeared. Interestingly enough, there was a fire at the top of the hill where I live. I live sort of not too far from a very main road going into the city, and there was a fire in a tandoori restaurant, and I don't think they were doing takeaway. And it kind of makes you wonder whether or not it was done for some other reason, you know, to kind of maybe never going to reopen, if that makes sense. So I don't know. It was quite a blaze, and unfortunately it's taken out a whole bunch of the shops and things like that were below, because it was actually a restaurant above them. And it wasn't a bad tandoori restaurant either. I actually quite enjoyed it. It was a really nice one, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's in fact, I went for my birthday there. I think I went for my 40th birthday there. That was really nice. So, but anyway, yeah, the restaurant's gone, unfortunately, and it was so bad that they actually closed the main road. It knocked out an entire artery through the city as well, which was pretty bad. But yeah, nobody was hurt. But you kind of wonder. It does make you wonder, doesn't it, a little bit about things, especially as hospitality's been so sort of damaged by this whole, you know, this sort of, you know, experience that's going on there. So, right. We are 47 miles out. The sun is blasting through. I love the reflections off the sugar. That nearly ended up nastily. There's a truck coming up the outside of me. Oh, it's not. It's a bus. If you've not watched my episode of Bus Simulator 18, by the way, I do recommend this week's. Let's just say it's smashing good fun. Totally unintentional, by the way. It really is unintentional. A bit like that computer car that crashed into me earlier. I wasn't aiming for him in the slightest, but I did need to get out. Come on. I'm going. We've got the traffic density increased as well. If you haven't seen this already, there's a simple instruction manual on my page. I've been putting it in the description recently so people can have a little look at it. Just the simple instructions on how to change it without actually modifying the game itself, without changing the content and the way it looks. I think I've said this before in quite a lot of things. I'm very vanilla with these kind of things. I used to mod a lot of stuff when I'm back in the day, though. I mean, I certainly remember modding Diablo and a few other games, but I've never really when it's come to modern games. So this is back in the 90s when I was doing that kind of stuff. But it comes to modern games, I really haven't modified many other than what was kind of official, you know, downloadable content or official expansions and things like that. So I haven't really done any modifications since then. So I appreciate the suggestions of various mods for things, but I do quite enjoy the vanilla feeling. And to be fair, Bobster came up with that absolutely cracking idea of changing the density, which is basically not a mod. It's a change to the vanilla stock setup of the game. It just increases the density of the traffic, and you can go all the way up to 10. This is only at 5. This is I think it starts. Is it 1 or 2? It starts at. It's quite low actually. It does make a difference though. It does make a difference because you can end up in rush hour traffic because it is affected. I thought it wasn't affected by the time of day, but it is affected by the time of day. So they do change the amount of density that's actually on the road at certain times of the day. Look at this. We're buzzing along here. We're 112 miles away, not far. 2 hours and 41 minutes. I'm not sure why we're going so slowly in the last part of this journey. We're speeding a little bit because we're just going downhill ever so slightly. And the cruise control, yeah, I know. The cruise control is just... There's a retarder. This is the thing I was going to add. Mark Middleton suggested this to me. He says there's a retarder, and the retarder, of course, will control my braking on hills. I've not got into pushing the buttons for it. He has. I think he did tell me in one of the descriptions on how or comments on how to actually to do that. I haven't actually got round to it, to be honest with you. I think here's our turning coming up. It's not far away. There she is. Hello. Yeah, ignore this one. Yep. Or is it that one? It is this one. It is this one.
Siga em frente.
Oh, it is this one. It is this one. Oh, it's a good job. I'm kind of half not listening to her there, but I'm glad I got there in the end. Yeah, we're coming over. It's nice to drive through the day. I do like the day driving. Don't mind the night stuff. To be fair, everything about this game is gorgeous. All right. I mean, without a doubt, it's gorgeous. The scenery is gorgeous. I mean, if these are real places I would want to go. They are stunning. I mean, they're just wonderfully beautiful. And these are so lush and green. These particular areas over where we were in Italy, which was a lot sort of. There's a car coming right underneath me. This one hasn't struck me, but he could have done. He was on his way to. There's a tractor over there on one of those trucks. Okay. Full tilt. We're going full welly here. We're going out there. I'll just back up to 50. Let's get us on. So we've got 1 hour and 57 minutes to go. Not a bad run still. I don't know if we've been here before, but I do like I do like it. To be fair, there are such subtle and excellent differences in the areas you go through. It's such a worthwhile thing as a result of that. You know, sort of the way it looks and the way it feels. Oh wow, it's massive bridges and boat building, I'm guessing, and docks. Oh, look at it. Oh wow. I want to go down there. Look at that. Oh, look at the boats. Oh, they're hauling freight like I could only dream of. A million gallons or something, isn't it? It's that kind of thing, isn't it? Huge, massive boats and things. Yeah, turn off, basically. Yeah, I'm going. There's a car right beside me. Right beside me. I was very careful there not to hit him for a change. So bad. I'm so bad when it comes to hitting things. I'm always hitting things. I wish I wasn't hitting things all the time, though. I wasn't hitting things all the time. It would be much better. Right, quick sup of coffee. We've got 1 hour and 30 minutes to go in game. It's not long, really. 60 miles to drive.
Mantenha-se à esquerda.
Coffee. Ah! Sugar! I'm running out of space. Don't hit me. Couldn't have got off there anyway, I'd have just run into an invisible wall. I can't believe that. I was just I was concentrating on my coffee so much there. Look at this traffic though, isn't it great? Loads of people in our way. Oh. I'm not racing the other truck there though. Not going quite fast enough to be racing him. Right. Where are we like? Where are we? We're definitely trundling. Sorry, a bit of a daze there all of a sudden, thinking long and hard. Do you know what I was thinking about with those big boats, when I saw those big boats? The one thing that popped into my head, and this is the strangest thing that popped into my head, was Waterworld. Do you remember Waterworld? He held a massive flop. It was the Kevin Costner movie, and had Dennis Hopper in it as like the bad guys, and the bad guys had a gigantic tanker like that full of diesel, And there was people who used to work that, and they used to buzz around because the world had flooded. You see, all the ice caps had floated, and Kevin Costner was effectively a merman, which is the weird part about the whole thing, because he had gills. And he could swim under the sea and find things that nobody else could find, like dirt, because it was obviously there was no islands, everybody was on the floating sea, so it's like Mad Max or water. But anyway, so you've got this crazy thing with Dennis Hopper, and Dennis Hopper had this huge sort of tanker. That's one of the things, enduring thoughts I have about that movie. I never really liked. Hang on. We're being diverted after all this. What's going on?
Vire à direita.
Yeah, I know, I can see that. She wants me to go down there. I'm really tempted to... Look at that! Did you see that driving there? That's terrible driving. That is awful driving. They're beeping at me! Okay. I really don't want to go this way. I mean, this is the typical thing with Euro Truck Simulator. All of a sudden, I'm pushed off course, and we're unable to go the way we want to go. Oh, it's a fire. Look. Oh, they're still putting it out. Oh wow, that's me talking about fire, and all of a sudden we're putting it out. Okay, so we've only added a little bit of time to the journey. That's not so bad. I was thinking it was going to be a long time. It's not. It's an hour's worth of journey instead. So that's okay. I can live with that. However, we are going to be tired when we arrive, which is really annoying. I contemplated that far too long. I upset everybody around me. Oh. Oh, it's an odd movie, that one. There's a lot of odd movies out there, a lot of strange sort of sort of oddities. But I never really liked Kevin Costner. I don't know if it was, maybe it's just me. I tell you what, I know I lie. There is a movie that I don't mind where he doesn't play Kevin Costner. Field of Dreams is alright as well. I quite like that one. Wasn't that Kevin Costner? There's Kevin Costner in that one, and then it was I think I've said Kevin Costner about 10 times now, but. There was also those Field of Dreams, and the one that I didn't mind recently, that was a not too bad a recent movie, was Mr. Brooks, where he plays a serial killer, and actually not a bad movie, that one, not a bad movie at all. I quite liked that one. It was odd, but it was alright. Okay. Right, I think I'm okay to come. Sugar. Nearly. Yeah, that one's alright when he plays a serial killer. That was quite good. That had actually got in here Seth Rogen, I think, as the guy blackmailing him because he caught him or photographed him murdering somebody. Sugar. That would teach me not to concentrate. I was not concentrating properly there. I was thinking about movies instead of doing that. My brain was kind of, my eyes were whirling. Kind of like those trees and the housing on top of there. There's bizarre things that get my attention sometimes in this game. Quite liking this truck now, you know. I wasn't so keen initially. I think I built it too big. I had an 8x8 chassis, or an 8x4 chassis, I think it was initially. I think my excitement, you know, the sort of wanting to spend the most money and buy the most expensive, was kind of my downfall with it. I kind of made the mistake of buying too big rather than something smaller. This is going to be good. Look at this. Oh, busy road. Come on. He let me out. I just took the advantage over the cars. I left them cars sort of stuck there. That's it, I took the advantage. Thank you! If I can remember what the horn is without turning the engine off. There, I pushed it, but it wasn't really very exciting. I'll turn the lights on and off, kind of flashing him. Here's our destination up ahead as well. Oh, it's brilliant! So what did you all do this week? Did you do anything good? Or are you just waiting until Sunday to watch this? I wish. I'm pleased you all do, though. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. It makes me happy knowing that people are quite enjoying it. I'm enjoying my stupidity most of the time. I'm trying to be good, though. That's the worst part about it. I can't actually believe that I try really hard to do really good, and I'm really bad at it sometimes. Oh, there's like gears, I think. Yeah, it's down there as a knob. I hadn't noticed that before. I don't know why I was looking around the cab for a change. I'm just looking for my change, I think. A cup of coffee's there. Here we go. Shuffling forward slowly. Still on green. Come on. I love the traffic. I love the fact that it's so dense now that it actually upsets me and annoys me. I get frustrated and have to force my way out of places sometimes. It's like the real world. The real world's traffic can be a bit harsh as well, can't
Continue à
it?
direita e depois vire à direita.
She says a lot of words, doesn't she, to actually say turn left. That's not the place. That is the place, but that's not the
Vire à
place.
direita.
Yeah, I'm going to turn left. Sorry, right. Oh my god, my left and right has gone completely to pot today. I'm going to turn right. I'm being nosy as well and everything. Look at this. There's a tower in the distance as well. I'm going to end up having to sleep here, by the way, because we're most definitely getting to that point where of time. I want to do a tiny little one after that, so we're going to do a sleep and a tiny little journey just to get us further into Denmark. That's where we want to be, getting into Denmark, so that next episode we've got what we want, which is basically a much more or much longer things to drive. That was really descriptive of me. Well done, me.
Vire à
Here we go.
esquerda.
Here we're at the destination is on your left. Definitely left this time round.
Aqui estamos. São e salvo.
Oh, let's drop the load and go in whatever language. Portuguese, wasn't it? Portuguese Brazilian? Right, I knew that was going to be where it was. Ready for some fun? Ready. Let's do it. Oh, God. All right, okay. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the blooming wheel thing. There's a way to lift the wheel. I find it really difficult with the extra axle. I don't know why. I shouldn't. It should actually help me, but for some reason, Muggins here doesn't know how to get this thing to work. So when I've got that extra axle, I don't know how to do it. So what I like to do is press the U button, and it lifts. See, it's lifting it up. Lifts it up. Because then I can understand where I'm going, which is really weird. I don't understand why I can't understand where I'm going when I'm not doing that. But it seems I am very incapable of working out where I am position-wise if I've got that extra bit of turning in there. So, without it... Oh, there's axle on the back of there as well. Look. You guys, you can see it on the back. There's an axle on the back of this truck. Let's just zoom out for a second. I'll show you. Because I didn't realise that. There's a little axle turning on the back there to adjust it. So I didn't notice that earlier. So I'm going to be very careful here running this in. Because I didn't notice that. So there's something helping me. But might not be helping me as much as I like. If I can pull myself round here straight, I should just be able to reverse this straight in now. Yeah, I think I can go straight in now. So I'm going to get back in the cab. I'm going to look and I'm going to... Oh, no. Go, calm down. Pull back. And again, pull back. A little bit. Let's see if we can adjust that little bit into it. I think I've made a mistake here, but we'll keep going and see if we can get in. See if it's good enough. It's well wide. It's well wide. It won't accept that. I'm so wide with the positioning. I'm so all over the place. But I am square now in the position, if that makes sense. I will be anyway in a second. Once I do this, I should be able to pull this entire trailer square. Oh, sugar. Can't do it while I'm facing the front of it. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Let's get in. Oh, let's just go straight forward. A nice yellow truck in front, look. Anyway, let's stop admiring the competition. Let's just check this is going in. Just going to turn this a little bit. Just a wee bit turning there. And if with any luck, that's it. That's the one. I'll take it. It's not the best, but it's straight enough actually. I'll take that. It's fairly straight. In comparison to the trucks beside it, we're not actually too bad. Right, I like to see them unload, so let's press the T button and watch the handle spin. There we go. Whee! And we're done. That was not a bad journey. It was 10,000. We didn't lose anything particularly on there. A little bit of manoeuvring bonus for getting it in and all the other bits and pieces. That's cool. I'm happy with that. A little bit of bonus. Oh, I managed to level up as well. Oh, I could take the final skill and have everything available to me. Which is basically, these are skills that are available as you go along. So they go up to 6 stars. I don't know how far they do go. I think somebody suggested they go up to 10 for the drivers. So I don't know whether or not if I fill all this up I get more. But either way, there are 6 of these as well, which are like classes for taking stuff around. The one that I'm missing at the moment that's not in there is this one, which is these flammable sources, so dangerous sodiums and calciums and other things. Basically, it makes 4 things available to me. I get more money for long distance driving when I get to level 6. I get more cash, higher rewards for longer journeys. So if I do really long journeys, I get more reward. You got high value cargoes, more for the higher the value. Fragile, just in time, and eco journeys. I might actually just take some of these ones to them up. Or should I go for the full set? Let's do these because I'll get more money if I can get fragile cargo and other things. So let's bump this one up. So let's do these ones and probably do that one later. So let's do fragile cargo to make more money and apply that. Excellent, and I've got new upgrades available to the vehicles as well. So I've got little hubs and spokes. Looks like the same things for all of them. Those are the extras that I got from there. Exciting. One was called Absolute Fury there. That's a great name. Right, let's see if we can find somewhere to spend the night in this place. And then we want a teeny little job. So there is a garage here and the 2 jobs over here. So let's do that one. That's the one we want. We'll go around there. We'll sleep for a bit, and then what we'll do is we'll attempt to do a very, very short journey locally that we can get us over the border into Denmark. That would be really nice. I wondered with I have actually wondered. I'm sure somebody's actually working on the mod because it's probably there. I wondered whether or not there would be a mod for the game. Oh, no, I'm just pulling out anyway. In front of that car. I wonder if there'd be a mod for like the adjustments in all of the things that are happening for the haulage industry with the changes with Brexit. I wondered whether or not there'd be any alterations to the sort of the costings and things like that. You know, if you're travelling around Europe, especially as in my case, I'm technically a UK hauler who obviously hasn't spent an awful lot of time in the UK, but technically I'm a UK hauler. I mean, when I first started this game, that's where I started from. And my initial truck was a left-hand drive truck rather than the right-hand. I mean, sorry, no. Yes, right-hand drive rather than the left-hand drive that I'm in right now. Yeah, God, told you my left and my right have gone complete to pot today. Okay, we're going to make a drive through here. And we're going to chuck it in the back. On one of the parking spots right next to these other trucks. I'm not even going to be delicate about this. I'm just going to chuck it in that spot like that. We're going to get our sleep and we're going to do a quick job. So we're going to rest. And it will be the evening. Not too bad actually. I thought it was going to be later. So let's get out of here. We've got a nice day in this town. And it's, to be fair, it's not a bad looking little town, actually, to be fair. Actually, I tell you what, though, I'm missing a trick. You're making me miss a trick. Look, I'm missing a trick. You're missing a trick. Let's have a look at the market. We'll do this one. I know that you can... I know in some of my episodes I go exploring and looking for them myself, because I kind of like the experience of it. But that's what we want to do. So what we want is a teeny little job that takes us somewhere. That's Sweden, that's Austria... That's Slovakia, that's France, somewhere in France. Let's find a teeny job. That's Holland, that's... this isn't going to take us... Right, okay, second thoughts, let's not do that. Let's drive there instead. Let's take a leisurely drive. One of our own... Let's do one of my own journeys. So I'm going to just come out of here, I'm just going to put M for map. I'm going to zoom out of here. And I'm going to take us over the border, and I'm going to take us to the first available town. There's a lovely bridge going across there. Which is quicker, do you think? It's probably better to go here than it is to go somewhere else. So let's go here, because there's another place to stay. So let's take that journey and let's go. So that's 162 miles, 3 hours journey. Let's do it. Look at that silver. I hadn't realised how silvery that was. Look at that. Very cool. Anyway, so let's go, and let's take this journey. So this is just going to be me, the truck, and the road for a change. No issues with anything else. Me, truck, and road. Oh my god, where did that come from? Behind that traffic light, that's for certain. That traffic light there was not like that before. Now I've got every traffic vehicle and his brother waiting for me. Come on.
Vire à esquerda.
I'm going. I don't know if there was a car underneath me there.
E depois vire à direita.
Yeah. We're gonna turn. We're gonna turn to the right. Time now. Yes, we're going. It's very excitable. She's got a lot to say. An awful lot of words come out of her mouth when she's talking to me. Oh, it's all right. Speeding a bit.
Prepare-se para virar.
Trying to get there. I'm trying to get there a bit quicker. It says it's a 4-hour journey. I'm hoping it's not a 4-hour journey. That's for certain. I would have liked to a little journey that could have taken us there, but it looks like we're just going to be out of luck for doing that. Look at the sun, the way that reacts. It's beautiful, isn't it? I half wondered whether or not the 3 gig update was not just the maps, but just maybe some more touches to the graphics as well. I have to admit, I never look up the unless something specific comes up. I never really look up the updates for Euro Truck. I just assume that they're going to make really nice updates, if that makes sense. I nearly crashed into a lamppost there. I believe I took one out in one of the episodes. Bob noticed it and I didn't notice it. I actually took it for a drive attached to the back of the truck. I hadn't even noticed that I'd knocked out a lamppost. Not at all. That's a big load. Right, okay. Here we go. No load at all, so it shouldn't use much diesel doing this. Just use the whole thing to cross countries and into borders. I love the reflections on my window there on the left hand side. The reflections are just wonderful running across the scenery here. In that window there, it's just a little reflection. Sugar. Yeah, I'm coming off. That car there though. Too busy looking at reflections. Experience for free roaming. 62 miles. Yeah, I know I'm speeding. And back to 50. Look at this. It's beautiful. What a lovely day to be travelling in. Or a lovely evening. I'm speeding an awful lot there.
Continue à direita e depois
I'm just going
pegue a saída.
to see if I can sneak a few miles an hour out of it, especially as I've not got a load.
Pegue a saída
So
à
no
direita.
worries. Treat it more like a car than I am
Vire
a
à
truck.
direita.
Here we go. I'm going to just slow off a little bit now. There we go. my god, I just shot on there. We didn't even look. Could have been anything coming there. Nothing car-wise, we're good. No load though, and it's always funny, isn't it? There's a limitation on the speed. I live near the Scottish border, and there's a limitation on trucks. It's 40 miles per hour for sort of haulage. Basically everywhere, well, apart from the motorway, I think. Pretty much everywhere else it's 40 miles per hour. And to be fair, even with there's a lot of long sort of straights in the places, and I often wonder. I'm not sure that it's the best thing that 40 miles an hour is the speed limit, especially with long straights. I don't know what the kind of reduction in casualties happen, but you've got to remember that all truck drivers are professional drivers. You'd be better off giving the car drivers a 40 mile an hour speed limit and giving the truck 60 sometimes. But anyway, time for a brew, time for a sub. How are you? Oh. Headlight offence? Oh. I must have had the... Oh, I didn't have the lights on. That police car actually went past me with the lights on. That surprised me. Okay, on we go. We're not far away now. 117 miles out. It's 2 hours and 44 minutes. All this in down on the bottom right. And on my left, we have a wing mirror. Oh, where did that come from? Sorry about that. Dust all of a sudden. Got nasal. Alright. I moved out the way to let them get on. Just get a bit of speed up. Here we go. I thought I had deadlights on, actually, to be honest with you, but never mind. I must have turned them off along the way. Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to get into trouble as well for the speed in here. Going to let that drift off a little bit. There we go. Down 50. Look at that! Sun breaking through the sky. Was it red sky at night? Shepherd's delight? Something like that? I don't know what that really means. Does it just mean red sky that it's going to be a good day tomorrow or something similar? I don't know. Some plastic fencing along there. Or wooden fencing? Plastic fencing? Wooden fencing? Not sure. What kind of fencing have we got over there? I'm not a fencing person. I've got dirty grate fences in my garden. We built some lovely fences around the garden, but we haven't sort of professionally done because I don't do fencing. I don't think things like that. We've got some lovely fencing done though. Tall enough that you kind of get the privacy from it because it's just a little small garden, but at the same time it's nice, it's good. It adds that, as I say, a little bit of privacy, but doesn't upset the neighbours by being like intrusively large, if that makes sense. You never want to upset your neighbours. We've got shared boundaries as well, so you've got to kind of go round and say, realistically, we want half the money, but we're going to do it ourselves, and you know, you can if you don't mind us doing it, we'll pay. Or if you really go that way, it's like I need half the money to deal with it. It's usually when it's the neighbour broke it that actually that's the case. To be fair, we did it because the neighbour that the fence was terrible. My neighbours are quite elderly on one side, and in fact both sides, to be honest with him, because they're quite elderly. You know, he kept on repairing the fence, and I basically said, "Can we just replace it and we'll pay?" And he was like, "Yeah, all right," because I think he was a bit sick of keeping on repairing it because he didn't want to spend any money, and I don't blame him really. It was worth doing though. Definitely worth doing. Look at this. This is beautiful out here. This game's stunning. We said it before. We said, well, I'll say it again about the game. It really is stunning. It's just a cracking little game. It's just a lot of fun to play. Well worth having. So many times it's on sale, and anybody who hasn't got it should have it. Look at that. I just love what's happening there in the skyline. It seems to be less dark here than where we were. I don't know why. It shouldn't be the case, actually. The further south you go, you're more, towards the equator, you kind of get 12-hour days, don't you? 12 hours and 12 hours, because it's dead centre. Is that the right theory? Yeah, theoretically that's the thing. It also should be warmer, but it just seems really beautiful out here. I'm just loving driving along through through the evening. It's 10 o'clock at night, actually, down by the clock at the bottom there. We're due to get in the next hour and a half, game time wise, that is. I've rather enjoyed driving like that. I remember as a kid, and I may have told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again because it's my channel and I get to tell the stories I want to tell. But anyway, I remember as a kid travelling back from the Midlands with my dad, and he'd rented a Ford Sierra, if you remember the Sierra, sort of the round thing. It was kind of it was replaced by the Mondeo, wasn't it? That Mondeo was kind of the Sierra replacement. Anyway, so he had this Ford Sierra. It was, I kind of feeling it was like red or something like that, you know, and when everybody used to have colourful cars. And he had this Ford Sierra, and it had I remember having a tape deck with an on-off button where you press the dial down, and that was like a big thing. That was major, and it was digital as well. So we got across this bridge. That's where we're going. I was on the wrong place. She was keeping me right. And there was this kind of, you know, sort of the radio was digital in the sense of that you could tune it in with a knob, and it had digital dials. And I just remember we travelled back middle of the night, and I stayed up the whole journey, just watching the. I know it would be a lot busier nowadays, but there was just parts of that journey that as we headed up north that were sort of pitch black, and you know, it was kind of you the only car on the road, and you know the headlights were going and all the other stuff. It was really nice, actually. It was a lovely experience to do that. So I do remember enjoying that as a kid. One of those kind of weird experiences. Look at this. We've been over this bridge before, but not quite as sort of illuminated and through the day, I don't think. Or I think we've went through the day, but possibly not through the night. That's really nice. This is Danish towns we're going through now because we're in Denmark. I'm going to come over. Yeah, you can slow down. You see the car behind? Yeah, nearly ended up in the back of me. I mean, I think I think your duty as a driver is always to find the space, isn't it, yourself? But him there, he was not finding the space. That's for certain. 24 miles to go. 24 miles. Yeah, 24 miles to go. 36 minutes. 36 minutes left. Yes, 36. Wow, I had to double check myself for a minute there. So not long. We're almost there, and that'll be our end of our journey for today. And you'll have to come back next week again and watch some more. Euro Truck Simulator. Force you to watch some more. No, you can watch some Bus Simulator too, though, if you want to, and a bit of Truck and Logistics Simulator, which is slightly insane, and it has had a big update recently. So that you know you can watch a bit of that. Oops, sorry, I knocked the microphone. We're almost there. We're almost to the town. We're almost absolutely all the way to our final destination. I'm riding the curb there just because why not? Right, looks like some interesting driving's required to actually get to where we want to be. This is interesting. Oh, dense. Wow, one of my drivers has brought in 21,000. It's not this. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Come off. That was lucky. 50 miles per hour up here. Wow, that's a bit of speedy driving. Can you imagine coming off there with a truckload of stuff? Ooh. Those glowing signs. I'm going. If there was a car behind me, it's not anymore. Yeah, be careful where you're going. Yeah, I know, I'm listening. I'm listening to you talk to me. We're going for it. Yep. It's got some cracking brakes, this truck. That's it, we're around here. And we're almost home. Must be where... No, it wasn't where we were staying, but it is a possibility. There's a parking spot here because obviously it's a petrol station. Middle of the night. Good timing though, because it means we can have a little sleep here, and then in the morning we can get back into it. Is it raining? Could have saw a speck of rain on the windscreen for a minute there. Or was that just me? Maybe there wasn't. Maybe there was no rain. I haven't seen rain for a while actually in the game. There's a stop up here.
Prepare-se para virar à direita.
Yeah, I'm coming off. There's the hotel. Look, wow, it's a fancy looking thing.
Vire à direita.
There's a mark up here though. We must take the opportunity to just drive up here for a second and then go down to this hotel, which is quite fancy down the bottom here. So let's do that. Oh sugar! I forgot about that. There's some kind of weird right of way thing in
Siga em frente.
hiring drivers. Can I get into it? Will it open? Oh, it will. I'm just going to use it to turn around.
Bom, vamos encontrar uma nova rota.
Evening. He looks a bit suspicious, doesn't he? What are you up to? He's up to no good, that's for certain. Right, I'm going to turn around. Do you know what I haven't done? I should have pushed the U button and dropped those other wheels. There, I've just done it now. It should give me more manoeuvrability. Probably more drive as well, actually, come to think of it.
Vire à esquerda.
Yeah, I know.
Prepare-se para virar à esquerda.
Yeah, preparing. Prepare to turn left. I got it right then. Okay. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. And we're almost there. That bus is just making a meal out of turning. There must be... Oh, God, the lights have changed. He's going to go anyway, though, because he was going through the lights and he was already on his way, so he's just going to go anyway. Now, I think that I have right of way to go past this truck here in front of us. This could be dangerous, to say the least. Yeah, because look, that car's just come across that one. I think that I have right of way. Clearly not. Clearly not. I have no idea how the road rules work here, because that makes no sense at all. Oh, this is good. Look at this. All this traffic coming through here. Major traffic. Everything's coming through here. Oh, up the curb, down the curb. And here's our hotel for the night. Quite a fancy looking place, really. Better than we used to. Look, there's some posh cars and everything. Yeah, look, posh cars. Look. Well, say posh. It's a Mustang. It probably doesn't state it as a Mustang, but it's clearly a Mustang. That's it. We'll just drop us in here. And we're done. Right, okay, let's stop the engine and let's do the timeout, and we'll tell you what, we'll have a quick look at our truck in the morning. Oh, 8:37. It's brilliant timing. Next time round, next episode, next time we're just definitely finding that perfect job, the job that we require for sort of getting ourselves ready and raring to go. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Dimon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.